Okay, let's discuss the topic of curves of best fit. We're going to look at this set of data, which these are the years that an amount of money has been invested in a savings account, and this is the amount after those years in the savings account, and the savings account started with $1,000 in it. So the first thing that you want to realize is that they're telling you use the exponential curve of best fit, and then they want you to answer how much will we have after 30 years. 30 is an x value. The amount we have is our y value. So we want to enter the data from our table format into our calculator, and we do that by going Stat Edit, and here's my Stat button, and then I hit Enter for the Edit option. I already have the data entered in here into List 1 and List 2. And then the next thing I need to do is do Stat Calc, and here's where all of the different curves of best fit are located. There's a linear regression, quadratic regression, so you need to look at the shape of your data if they didn't tell you what to run and see, does it look like a line? Does it look like a parabola? Does it have an S-curve like a cubic shape would have? Does it have 3 turns to it like a quartic shape would have? This linear regression is going to be the same as option 4, so just use option 4. This is going to be if I have a logarithmic regression. We're doing exponential because that's what they told us to do. So I didn't look at the shape because I was told do exponential. Now, the calculator is being told to look into List 1 and List 2, which is where my data is. Frequency should be blank. Store regression equation. Now, you don't have to do this part, but if you don't, then you can't use the next function that I want to do. So I want to just store the equation that's going to be made into my y equals. So I'm going to hit vars, and then I'm going to move to y vars and hit enter. And I want to put it into y1, so I'll hit enter again. And then go to calculate and hit enter. And there's the equation, and I could simply write that down by hand and then plug into it, and that would be fine. But if you look under y equals, it did automatically put the equation into y equals for us. Because remember, I have to make a prediction for my x value of 30 years. So if I go to my second window to my table set, I'm going to move the independent variable from auto to ask. When it's on auto, it just means it's going to complete a full value of tables for you automatically, but that's not what I really would like. I'm going to put it on the ask function, and then I go to the table feature, and I can type in the x value that I want to know about. That's really handy if you need to type in a decimal. We want to know about 30 years, so I type in 30. So what I'm answering is, after 30 years, I should have about $5,743.50.